Hey guys, what's going on? It is Chris here once again. Looking ahead to today's slate for the 3rd of March. Second to last slate before the NBA All-Star break. So the next two slates are going to be absolutely massive because, right, everyone's going to be playing in these last two games. These 2 days. So anyway, once again, it was a pretty good night for us last night. That is now 5 in a row for us. Scored a 312.7. Had to change up the lineup a little bit because we had Derrick Rose in there, and obviously he got announced out after lock. So I had to change it up a little bit. So obviously we put in Emmanuel quickly for obvious reasons, and he went off. Anyway, yeah, as you see there, we had Morant, Mills, quickly, George, Winslow, Porter, Nerlens Noel, Bam, and Jokic. We got definitely lucky with George for sure. We had him even before Kawhi obviously got announced out because that happened right when their game started. So definitely a bonus for George since we didn't get any ownership really on him. Honestly, the big weak link here was Bam. Bam had what, like 16 or something. Yeah, I mean I had to go to Patty Mills. I had Derrick Rose in there instead. I had Rose and then I had Winslow and Will Barton in there, so I wish that would have worked out. But instead went up to Michael Porter. Obviously, a little bit of a mistake, but like I said, still cash, so definitely we'll take that. So that is now 5 in a row. Like I said, we'd love to have you guys come join us. Like I said, we have NASCAR as well on Sunday, so come join us for that. If you guys want to get in, all you need to do is hit us up on our Twitter. That will be down there in the comment section below. Click that link right there, message us, and we'll get you guys all set up. And yeah, would love to have you. And like I said, we do everything on Slack, so make sure to have that. If you don't, it is completely free to sign up. And yeah, would love to have you guys come join us for sure. And like I said, we will be having a special going on right when the All Star break hits. So if you guys want to get in and save, would love to have you guys come join us in. Just message us about the All Star deal, and then we will definitely set you guys up. So anyway, as I mentioned, we do have a pretty big slate today. We have the 10 gamer, ton of value. Should be some crazy scores out there today. Probably like I wouldn't be surprised if the highest is like 460, 470 out there. Anyway, let's get into it. So we got Detroit and Toronto. So obviously there's a lot of value here with Toronto. They're still favored by 9 points, even though they have all these guys injured. Not injured, on the protocols right now. So as you see there, Siakam and Fred, two of their big boys, are out. And yeah, that's pretty big right there, and obviously OG Anunoby right there as well. So that's three starters right there that are not going to play. So you got to look at Lowry, got to look at Powell, got to look at Bambry. Those are the three I'm looking at. Chris Boucher. Yeah, I don't mind him either. I mean, you could even give Aaron Baines a look. He's going to have to play bigger minutes here because Boucher is going to have to play bigger as well, right? They don't have Siakam or OG to help with that small forward, power forward position. So I wouldn't be surprised if Aaron Baines gets about 25, 30 minutes here. Is he going to do anything with it? I have no idea. Maybe a little bit higher usage rate, but maybe on DK or if you guys need to absolutely punt the position, Baines could get an uptick in minutes. That's what it's kind of looking like, but who knows how much what he does with those minutes. But yeah, Powell, then Lowry, the main guys, and then probably Boucher, and then um, Bembry, and then oh my goodness, Aaron Baines is probably how I would do that order of how much I like those guys. Moving on to Detroit, if Grant's out, Lowry's gonna have to play a little bit more. Isaiah Stewart may get to start as well. Demboya, I don't know if he starts or not. Probably not. But Stewart may get the start, and we've seen him do half decent in the past. As you've seen, he's still looking pretty good. So if Grant's out, Stewart might get 25, 30 minutes. So another guy to look at as well. If Grant's out, Josh Jackson may have to pick up some usage. Plumlee will definitely pick up usage. Bay may have to pick it up. Dennis Smith's not really a usage guy, but Sabian Lee, like I said, I don't mind a couple of those guys. Don't really want to go crazy on Detroit, but gotta take advantage of that Toronto value. And like I said, maybe go look at Stewart if Grant is officially ruled out. All right, moving on to our next game here. We have Indiana and Cleveland. We have a 216 in Indiana by 6. So, like I said, Cleveland has been playing a little bit better for the most part. They've been sticking in games. They've won 4 in a row, as you've seen there. Um, two against a really bad Houston team, one against a half decent Atlanta, then obviously a pretty good Philly team. So, yeah, man, like I said, they're playing pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave Indiana a pretty good fight here. The one guy that's really been leading it, man, is Sexton. Dude's been killing it. Look at the shots this guy's taking. I don't think he'll have a lot of ownership, but if you're doing GPPs, I would definitely take a shot at him. This guy is absolutely killing it with the shots. Got to look at him taking massive shots for sure. And like I said, I'm not too afraid of Indiana. Right? Indiana hasn't been that great recently. As you see there, lost, 4 in a row. They easily could have won. On paper, could have beat Golden State. Easily could have beat New York. So, yeah, they're struggling right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland keeps this one pretty close or even wins this thing. So, yeah, got to look at Jared Allen. 8 threes a little much though. He hasn't been that great on the offense. Still putting up good rebounds. So, yeah, like I said, his shot attempts aren't that great. He definitely relies on defense and his rebounds. So I'm probably going to be looking at Sexton in this one. That's probably the main guy I'm looking at. Maybe if Doug's out, maybe Justin Holiday, but overall I don't have a ton in that area. You can give a look at Brogdon. He's pretty dang cheap. He's still putting up quite a bit of shots. Not doing a ton with him, but at 7-4 maybe. But the main guy I'm looking at is Sexton for sure, and maybe Garland. Utah Philly, I think this one could be a half decent game, a little bit higher pace than normal. Utah has lost 2 in a row, but as you see, these guys are fast-paced team, putting up a ton of three-pointers, so obviously that's going to make the other team play fast-paced as well. So usually don't like Ben, but maybe you could give him a shot, but 8-5 is a little much to give him a shot. Conley, he's okay for 28 to 30. I don't mind looking at Mitchell here. At $8,200, he can easily get me 42, 45. Still another guy taking massive shots with huge usage rates. So, got to give him a look. I don't mind Clarkson off the bench. Another really good value play. As normal, this guy's all over the place. Bogdanovich took 21 shots. So, GPP only. As you've seen, he's been absolute trash besides that one game, but people may chase that. If Tobias is out, don't mind looking at Mike Scott. He did get the start. $3,700 if he gets to start again. Give him a look. Not a big usage rate guy, but could get a couple rebounds. And I don't mind Joel here. Like I said, I'm not too afraid of Rudy Gobert's defense. We kind of saw what Zion did against him. Obviously, Zion is, a very fast young guy, but Joel Embiid's, he's pretty aggressive too. So I don't mind looking at Joel either. So, yeah, got to be looking at a couple of those guys. And I think in GPPs, you could easily probably stack 3-4 of these guys because I don't think their ownership's going to be high because there's so many other good games out here. But I think this one goes under own, and I think there's a lot of good plays from that game. So keep that in mind. Brooklyn and Houston, the return of James Harden. There will be a little bit of fans in the stands, obviously, there in Texas. We'll have to see. Right? Are they gonna cheer for him, or are they gonna absolutely trash him? Right? We're gonna have to see. Obviously, not like crazy. It's not gonna be too crazy boos because there's not a ton of people there, but we'll see. Right? He did give Houston his all. Right? Went out there every day for the most part, shooting like crazy. And after a while, we finally said, "All right, I got to go." So, who knows? We'll see how the fans do it. Usually, they boo him. We'll have to see. But he did give quite a bit to Houston, for sure. Anyway, on to the game. The only thing I'm worried about this one is an absolute just destroy of Brooklyn killing these guys. That's the only thing I'm worried about. And as I've told you guys in the past, Houston usually pulls their starters if they're getting beat in like the mid third quarter, and obviously the other team's gonna pull their guys as well. So this could be a good game or a trap play. I'm not too sure. Right, a lot of people are gonna go Irving and Harden. Fast-paced game. Harden's back. He's gonna want to destroy these guys. I don't think so. I think Harden's just gonna be Harden. Right. We saw right here. He had a 39% usage rate against Dallas. That's when there was no Irving and Kevin Durant. So he had to be Harden, right? He had to go out there, take a ton of shots. Even if the shots weren't that great, he had to go out there and take them, right? I was watching that game. Then I watched the San Antonio game. Dude looked a lot more comfortable passing the ball, right? That's what he's comfortable with. So Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't think it's going to go out there and go crazy. I think he's just going to play his normal ball, and don't mind him. But like I said, 11-2, a blowout concern, 100% could happen. If this one does stay close, John Wall, Oladipo got to be part of it. Um, I'm not sure if House plays, so maybe that helps out David Nwaba a little bit. He might get a couple extra minutes. I don't know how much Nawab I really want. If Jeff Green's out again, which he might be, definitely got to look at Nicholas Claxton. Only thing, though, he's not really playing a ton of minutes right here. Very explosive in the minutes he's given, but it's kind of hard to risk 4,100 for a guy that's only going to play 17, 18 minutes. And then I gotta put in DeAndre here. Once again, a little bit worried about blowout concern. They got blown out against Dallas, only played 13 minutes. They did have Jeff Green there, but still, I could see maybe 19, 20 minutes if this is a blowout. But like I said, if it stays close, DeAndre, really good spot. Justin Patton, I told you guys about him. Another guy that's looking pretty good, playing good minutes. He's more of a defensive guy, as you see here with the blocks. So got to look at Justin Patton as well at only 3,800. All right, it's going to be a longer video than I was expecting. Orlando and Atlanta, a 225. If Evan Fournier's out, got to look at Terrence Ross, Vukovic, maybe even Michael Carter. On this flip side, we got John Collins. Like I said, he's all over the place. So I don't really have a ton in this game unless Evan's out. Then, like I said, I might look at Ross or Vuk, but Vuk's at 9.9, so pretty dang expensive. Charlotte and Minnesota, Hayward and Zeller are both questionable, so keep an eye on that one for sure. If they are both out, once again, got to look at LaMelo, got to look at Terry, got to look at Monk, the same guys as normal. You can even look at Cody Martin. Guy has been had a couple starts. It doesn't do a ton with it, but at 4K, playing 25 minutes. If those guys are out, give them a look. GPP as normal. Anthony Edwards, dude, has been putting up a ton of shots. Charlotte's a fast-paced team for the most part, and they don't play a ton of defense. So if this one stays close, Edwards going to have a lot of say in it. Vanderbilt, he's a good player, but minutes are all over the place, and Towns is but I don't have a ton of Towns. You can put him in there. I don't think he has a lot of ownership. All right, 4 games left. We have Chicago and New Orleans. 236, New Orleans by 5. So, we just saw New Orleans take down one of the best teams in the league. They're very, very fast paced. So, and for the most part, Chicago only lost by 6 to Denver, a pretty good team. So, we know that they can keep in games here. Cody Martin, worth a look at 6K. Don't mind looking at him. He's taken a lot more shots the last 5 or 6 games. So I do like looking at him. Lonzo, his shot's looking better. I don't know if you guys remember a couple of years ago, he had an ugly shot, man. But looks like he's getting a little bit more confident in it. You've seen it the last 3 games, 14, 17, and 16 in his shots. Still shooting quite a bit of three-pointers as well. That pick and roll with Zion's looking pretty good, so got to give Lonzo a look. If this game does stay competitive, it is because of Zach LaVine. His shot has not been that great, but maybe gets a couple open shots. Don't mind taking a shot with him in GPP only because his price is so dang expensive. Bledsoe's been good, but it's Bledsoe, so anything can happen with that dude. I'm not too into Hart, Ingram, and maybe 37, 30, 38. Thaddeus Young, as normal, plays off the bench, but pretty good spark off the bench. Zion at 8-9. Got to look at him as well. As you can see, a lot of plays. Adams maybe, but I don't have a ton of him. Right, OKC, Dallas, Luka Doncic is obviously questionable, so if he's out, that gives a lot of usage rate to Brunson, Tim Hardaway, Kid Staps. Obviously, everyone on this Dallas team gets a little bit of a boost for sure. And I wouldn't be surprised if they rest him, right? I think it's their last game. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's their last game before the playoffs. I don't think they have a back-to-back, but not playoffs, sorry. All-Star, and, so who knows? Maybe they give him a little bit of a rest. One guy that I was randomly looking at and what in the world? Ty Jerome. Dude came out of nowhere and played 22 minutes and 30 minutes. hefty usage rate coming off the bench at 3,600. Definitely got to put him in there in a couple, man. I know he only had 19 against Denver, but the fact that he's going to be playing 25, 30 minutes, got to look at him for sure. So I don't mind looking at Ty Jerome even on DK as well, depending on his price. Like I said, I don't know prices over there. Obviously, if Luke is out, Porzingis gotta play him in a little bit. And I think that is mostly it. So definitely check that Luka news for sure. All right, Golden State, Portland, another one probably about 227, 228. Lillard, Curry, both those guys are in play. They have been a little underwhelming recently, so there could be a little bit better value out there at that price range. But also, I don't expect these guys to have massive ownership, so maybe put them in a couple. Kelly, Derek, Carmelo, GPPs only. All these guys are GPP. Don't really have any. Not a ton of these guys. Maybe Cantor. So Lillard, Curry, Cantor are probably the three I would consider. Are they must-have? Definitely not. But I guess if you're playing GPP, put them in there in a couple. Lakers, Sacramento to end it here. It is a back-to-back for the Lakers. And Kyle Kuzma and Marc Gasol did not play last night. So right away, you're like, oh, man, Montrezl Harrell probably got pretty big minutes. The dude got 18 minutes. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't fit their system. I don't know. I mean, obviously Vogel's a coach. I'm not, but they're just not playing the dude. So, it's kind of frustrating, right? He was so good last year with the Clippers. Obviously, like I said, a whole different system. Maybe this just isn't his system here. So, put 6'4" obviously is way too much for him. Who knows? He could go off here. If Kyle doesn't play again, Markieff Morris has been looking half decent as well. Yeah, he's looking pretty good. Even if Kyle does play, Markieff is going to start, so got to give Markieff a look. You can look at LeBron. I don't think his ownership's going to be high at all. Buddy's questionable. I don't even know who would start for him. Maybe I have no idea. No idea who'd start. You could look at Dennis, maybe 28 to 30 in this one. But that's mostly it there. All right, as you see, there is a ton of value out there today, so let's go give you guys some core plays I'm looking at. Okay, so if Hayward and Zeller are out, I really do like LaMelo. If they are playing, I don't mind LaMelo. I still think he has the same amount of usage rate, but may have a little bit less of him. If you don't want to spend that much, there's a lot of mid-range guys, right? Lonzo Ball, solid. Cody White, Dennis Smith, Dennis Schroeder, Dennis Smith as well. Sabian Lee maybe in a couple one-offs. And then obviously you got to look at Kyle for sure. Just for this one for a GPP, I'm gonna go put in Ty Jerome, $3,600. Let's go put him in there at a shooting guard. I'm gonna go put Sexton in there. Not like the craziest play, but he's been so dang hot right now, so I'm gonna put him in there. Like so, you got Mitchell, Sexton, Terry Rozier, Anthony Edwards, Josh Jackson, Jordan Clarkson, naming the guys that obviously that I like here. And obviously, like I said, keep an eye on that Dallas side because that opens up a little bit of value as well. Moving on to small forward. Small forward ain't that great. Norman Powell. And maybe Monk, Ingram, something like that. Ingram, I guess, is all right with how bad small forward is. Let me see. Chris Boucher, solid for sure. Like I said, Isaiah Stewart, it's probably my favorite cheap play, and especially if Grant's out. They're playing him a little bit here, so don't mind looking at him for sure. More of a GPP if Grant does play. Then you got Markieff Morris as well. Like him quite a bit. Mike Scott as well. So there's a ton of cheap options at that power forward position. For this one, I'll just put in Zion. Like I said, I do like Kit Staps as well. We got 5'4" for center. Jordan, I like him, but like I said, worry about a blowout. Aaron Baines, GPP. And who knows, maybe go put in Justin Patton or something like that. That gives you $6,200 to maybe go get like a punt play and then maybe a half decent small forward to power forward, depending on what you're looking at. So that's strictly GPP right there if you guys want to risk something. And but yeah, like I said, LaMelo, he's getting up there quite a bit. So if you don't want to risk that, I mean, you honestly could go down to Lonzo, right? And that could go get you some a little bit better players. You could go get like an Ingram, and at 6'4", you could go get like a Bagley, maybe Covington, something in there. Not my favorite plays, but power forward's really not that great. I mean, you could even just go straight punt play and go two cheap power forwards and spend up elsewhere. So anyway, that's what we got going on, guys. Thanks for watching. A little bit longer video than normal, but like I said, it was a 10-game slate, so a lot to look at for sure. So like I said, it was another W for us last night. That is now 5 in a row. So we'd love to have you guys come join us. All you need to do, hit us up on our Twitter. That will be in the comment section below. Click that link. We'll take you right to our Twitter. Like I said, message us there. Say, hey, we'd love to sign up. We'll definitely get you guys all signed up. Like I said, we do post on Slack. So, yeah, make sure you guys have a Slack. Like I said, if you don't, it's completely free. Just sign up. It's kind of like Discord. So, but yeah, definitely hit us up. We'd love to have you for sure. And like I said, this is the second to last slate before the All-Star break. Kind of a sad face, but it happens. At least we still have the second half of the season. So, all right, guys, that's it. Once again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And we'll see you guys a little bit later on.